Hello everyone, and welcome to Secret Melody, your dedicated channel for everything related to achieving the perfect night's sleep. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us, the science and art of slumber. Have you ever wondered why some nights you drift off effortlessly, while other nights you toss and turn, staring at the ceiling? Or why you can wake up feeling refreshed one day and completely drained the next, even after getting the same number of hours? Well, you're in the right place because we're about to uncover the secrets behind quality sleep. Sleep isn't just a passive activity, a simple off switch for your brain and body. It's a highly active, incredibly complex process that is crucial for our physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. Think of it as your body's essential maintenance period. While you're dreaming, your brain is hard at work, consolidating memories, processing information from the day, and clearing out toxins that build up during waking hours. Your body is also busy repairing tissues, growing muscle, and synthesizing hormones. Skimping on sleep is like trying to run a marathon without training, or expecting your car to run forever without an oil change. It just doesn't work. So let's break down the architecture of sleep. Our sleep is structured in cycles, and each cycle lasts about 90 minutes. We typically go through 4 to 6 of these cycles per night. Each cycle consists of different stages. First, there's light sleep, the phase where you're just dozing off. Your muscle activity slows, and you can be easily awakened. This is the gateway to deeper sleep. Next, we enter deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep. This is the most restorative and physically rejuvenating stage. During deep sleep, your body repairs itself, your immune system is strengthened, and growth hormones are released. It's incredibly difficult to wake someone from deep sleep, and if you are, you'll likely feel groggy and disoriented. After deep sleep, we transition into a fascinating stage called REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is when most of our vivid dreaming occurs. Our brains become highly active, almost as active as when we're awake. Our voluntary muscles, however, become temporarily paralyzed, which is a clever safety mechanism to prevent us from acting out our dreams. REM sleep is vital for cognitive functions like learning, memory consolidation, and emotional regulation. If you've ever woken up feeling mentally sharp and creative, you can thank a good dose of REM sleep for that. These stages cycle throughout the night, with deep sleep dominating the first half and REM sleep becoming longer in the second half. Now that we understand what sleep is, let's talk about what controls it. There are two main biological mechanisms that regulate our sleep-wake cycle. The first is the circadian rhythm, which is our internal 24-hour body clock, governed by a part of the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN. This clock responds primarily to light and darkness. When light hits our eyes in the morning, the SCN sends signals to suppress the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, making us feel alert. As darkness falls in the evening, melatonin production ramps up, signaling to our body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. This is why exposure to natural daylight in the morning and avoiding bright screens at night is so incredibly important for a healthy sleep schedule. The second mechanism is sleep pressure, or homeostatic sleep drive. Think of it like a buildup of sleepiness. From the moment you wake up, a substance called adenosine starts to accumulate in your brain. The longer you're awake, the more adenosine builds up, and the sleepier you feel. When you sleep, your brain clears out this adenosine. So when you wake up, the pressure is reset, and you feel refreshed. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors, which is why it makes you feel less tired. However, the adenosine is still building up in the background, which is why you can experience a caffeine crash when its effects wear off. The interplay between your circadian rhythm and your sleep pressure determines how sleepy you feel at any given time. So why are so many of us struggling to get the quality sleep we need? Our modern lifestyle is often at odds with our natural sleep biology. One of the biggest culprits is artificial light, especially the blue light emitted from our smartphones, tablets, and computers. Exposing our eyes to this blue light in the evening can trick our brains into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing melatonin production and making it harder to fall asleep. This is why creating a digital sunset, by putting away screens at least an hour before bed is one of the most effective sleep hygiene tips. Another major disruptor is an inconsistent sleep schedule. Our bodies thrive on routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps to anchor our circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. When you constantly change your sleep times, it's like giving your body a mini dose of jet lag every weekend. It confuses your internal clock and can leave you feeling perpetually tired. Stress and anxiety are also huge enemies of sleep. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol levels promote alertness and arousal, which is the exact opposite of what you need to fall asleep. If your mind is racing with worries when your head hits the pillow, it's a signal that your nervous system is in fight or flight mode. This is why relaxation techniques are so powerful. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, gentle stretching, or even reading a book can help shift your nervous system from a state of stress to a state of rest, paving the way for sleep. Let's not forget about our sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. This means it should be cool, dark, and quiet. The ideal temperature for sleep is typically between 16 to 19 degrees Celsius or 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. A cooler room temperature helps to facilitate the natural drop in body temperature that occurs as we fall asleep. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to block out all light. Even a small amount of light can disrupt your sleep quality. And if you live in a noisy environment, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine to create a consistent, soothing soundscape that masks disruptive noises. What we consume also plays a significant role. As we mentioned, caffeine is a powerful stimulant that can interfere with sleep for many hours. It's generally recommended to avoid caffeine for at least 6 to 8 hours before bedtime. Alcohol is another tricky one. While a glass of wine might make you feel sleepy initially, it actually disrupts your sleep architecture later in the night. It suppresses REM sleep and can lead to more frequent awakenings, leaving you feeling unrefreshed in the morning. A large, heavy meal close to bedtime can also cause discomfort and interfere with your ability to fall asleep. It's best to have your last big meal 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. So, how can we put all this knowledge into practice and create a powerful pre-sleep routine? The goal is to send clear signals to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. Start about an hour before your desired bedtime. Dim the lights in your home. Put away all your electronic devices. Take a warm bath or shower. The rise and subsequent fall in your body temperature can help trigger feelings of sleepiness. Engage in a relaxing activity that you enjoy. This could be reading a physical book, listening to calming music, journaling, or doing some gentle yoga. The key is to find what works for you and to be consistent with it every single night. This consistency creates a conditioned response. Over time, your brain will start to associate these activities with sleep, making the transition from wakefulness to slumber smoother and more automatic. It's about creating a buffer zone between the stress of your day and the peace of your night. Don't expect perfection overnight. Building healthy sleep habits takes time and patience, but the payoff is immense. Better mood, improved concentration, a stronger immune system, and more energy are all waiting for you on the other side of a good night's rest. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. Prioritizing your sleep is one of the single best things you can do for your overall health and happiness. We've covered a lot today, from sleep cycles to circadian rhythms and practical tips. I encourage you to experiment and find what works best for you. Thank you so much for joining our sleep lecture today here on Secret Melody. I hope you found this information helpful and empowering. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content dedicated to helping you sleep better and live better. Sweet dreams, and see you next time.